Welcome to another Unwinding with Fiber and Fabric, and Happy New Year's Eve, or as this video will probably come out on New Year's Day, Happy New Year's Day. I was hoping to record a little bit of me plying my Vlogmas Spin-along yarn, and I was hoping to ply some of that and show it on video, but someone decided to steal my chair just as soon as I got everything set up to record. So instead, I will ply this yarn and be back with you, hoping that Miss Kitty Putty here will have vacated the chair by then. As I'm doing this recording, it is just after 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New Year's Eve. And I should have the plying of this 3-ply done by New Year's Day. We will see. What I hope to do is, at this point, since I've lost my chair, is I'm going to ply while watching TV. I'll move my Sonata to another location. Yes, this is what we do when we have a cat. And I'll ply, and then what I'm hoping to do is maybe record the taking the yarn off of the bobbin with a nitty knotty or something of that nature. We'll see. I did want to mention why her princess here, Kitty Putty, or otherwise Callie is her name, why she has stolen the chair. She is sitting on a knitted pad that I made. I've made 2 of them since Christmas. They are made up, they're made from old wool that I had when I ended up getting my mom's stash of yarn, and she had my grandmother's stash of yarn. Yes, we never throw any yarn away. There were some old skeins of wool, and by mean old, probably my age or maybe even older based on the labels, based on the look of them. And for the most part, they were in good shape. A couple of them did have some weak spots and breaks in them. They were wools that had been treated to be resistant to moths, but clearly, 30, 40, 50 years, they had had an infestation at some point. I am a true believer that we really should try to use the fibers the best we can. And in this case, the skeins that had lots of breaks, we just went ahead and tied knots. Over-dyed, did a lot of variegated, had a lot of color play. And every time we used these yarns, my daughter used these yarns to make some crochet and knitted animals. And every time we ran into a knot, we just tucked the knot into the inside of the animal, the stuffed animal. So it was a way to use the wool. It was a way to not waste it, not discard it. And when I realized I needed, now that I have more cats in the house, I needed some more areas that the cats really felt comfortable curling up, and they love wool. They love all my shawls. They love blankets. They love wool. So I thought I would go ahead and make a couple more dedicated for Kitty wool pads. And as you can see here from the fact that Kitty Putty is so relaxed and calm, she just discovered that this one had been made. This is a chair she likes to sit in normally anyhow. And she just loved it. She found it, she pawed at it, and she's claimed it as hers. And it's the calmest that I've actually seen her out and about with the kittens running around in weeks, months now. So I think it was a success. So if you have wool lying around that you're not sure what to do with, grab some big knitting needles. I did 3 strands, 2 strands of worsted weight and 1 strand of, oh my goodness, one of them was a faux, I'm pretty sure it was a faux mohair, but the other one was a mohair acrylic blend that I had no idea what we would ever use it for. It's scratchy, and the cat loves it, clearly. So, rather than watching me spin into the new year, I'm going to just open with this. I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna go and ply. I'm gonna watch TV, do a little bit of binging as I approach the new year, and I will be back to finish this video either right as we hit the new year or tomorrow morning. But I will finish this up with some plied yarn. So I hope all goes well, and I will see you back in your time in just a few short moments. Okay, so I've decided to do this video in 3 parts, not just 2, because it is now about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States, and I have 1/2 of my fiber plied and hanged up. I need to niddy-noddy the second half, and I do have some photos that I will share of the yarn on the bobbins. And at some point I'll share the Hanks photos of those. There are kittens in the background trying to tear apart the front room, so hopefully we can do this niddy-noddying without any major delay. So I just have the big bobbin, the jumbo bobbin, down on a kind of an upright Kate. Basically, I have a piece of solid wood board that my husband's put 4 pegs into, and that's where I am niddy-noddying. So I am not going to speak through this whole process. I just wanted to quickly mention what I'm doing. When I am done, I will come back and finish up this video as we hit the strike of midnight and New Year and the beginning of the new year. So I'm going to continue, but now I'm going to go silent. Just to pop in and say, this is real time that I'm doing it. I'm not sure if I'll end up speeding up the process. I'm actually really amazed at how quickly this goes on the niddy-noddy. I think it's because of the thickness. Oh, and I have to deal with a cat. There we have it. I think I have 1 oops, but that's ready to go. I will be back right around the stroke of midnight to close out this video. Just a quick addition. So they have both been hanked up, and the little oops I had at the end of the niddy-noddying of the second one, turned out I just didn't end it in the correct order. All good. I'm going to go dump these in some water. I have taken photos to be able to place here or here, wherever it fits, because I am sure some of the dye will bleed, and so that yellow may change. But right now, I am loving the color that that this has turned out to be. So I will be back in about 2 hours, or in your time, a few moments, to wrap up this video. Well, we are just moments away from the clock striking 12. I have a digital clock in that room that shows that I'm very, very close. But I pulled up an old analog clock on my iPad. But I wanted to close out this video as the clock strikes 12 and the new year begins with a thought. First, I have my yarn washed. It is currently drying on a drying rack that is propped up in my spare bathroom's bathtub, and it might be dry tomorrow. And I think it is midnight. Happy New Year. So with that, I will share photos at the end of the video of whatever status the yarn is in. There was less dye that came out of it than I expected. There was, of course, some green runoff because I did do the dyeing process of the fiber really very quickly, and didn't take much as much time as I needed to make sure that there wasn't going to be some dye bleeding. But everything seems to be holding its color. It looks really wonderful, and I'm pleased. So look forward to seeing those pictures at the end of this, and definitely check back in on Distaff Day, which is on the 7th, I believe. I will have another video, and I'll show that yarn then. But I wanted to finish up this video with the thought that's been on my mind today as we go into the new year. Oftentimes we do get caught up in the notion of trying to just get by, waiting for the light at the end of a tunnel. And for many of us, to these early years of the 2020s have made us really keep looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. But today, one of the thoughts that has been on my mind is that life really doesn't have an end of the tunnel. There's only one end of the tunnel in reality. What we do have is the ability to make light. We create the light that lights the tunnel. And sometimes we are weary and we are very, very tired, and our light is dim. And it's during those times we hope we have good friends, wonderful family, people who support us that help shine their light into our world so our tunnel doesn't get so dim. And then there are other times when our light shines so brightly that we light the way of those around us. I hear the fireworks in the distance. My Kitty Putty, who has vacated this chair, is not happy she can hear them in the distance. But my hope for all of you in the upcoming year is that you find yourself more often being the light that shines and lights up your own tunnel, your own life, and the lives of those around you. That more often than not, you are that light. It is my goal, it is my hope that in the upcoming year, I can be more often than not that bright shining light, knowing fully well there will be days when I will need the light of others to help me on this journey. So it's with those thoughts and a whole lot of noise outside, which I'm sure the camera is not picking up, I am going to end this vlog wishing everyone a happy, wonderful new year, and hopefully plenty of joy and light and time to unwind with fiber and fabric. Until we meet again, blessings, and hopefully we will see you again very soon.